said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on last year's national champions, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Polligan, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Nittany Lions about to kick it away and get this season started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Florida's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer. But one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll run play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marshall. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get to mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Penn State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that...
He's got some space. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Now a first down from the 45-yard line.
OMG.
From the gun, the running back has it. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Vaughn. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting pool and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. That's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
Here comes the heat. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some nose to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping things.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Is that so?
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Getting ready for the extra point.
Interesting.
First score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. They'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Here's a heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. No frills unis, but big-time swag from their backers in getting the sack.
And we are linebacker U. We find linebackers year after year that get after the quarterback that are so athletic, just straight playmakers.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds a man on the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Gators have taken it inside the 20. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout.
Yeah, it doesn't sound...
He had it right in his hands for the...
Ow!
I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down.
Oh, so you're like Tommy now, just slamming Dr. Peppers like he slams Coke Zeros.
Throwing right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Wants to keep it in the air. Snagged out of the air. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head.
Ow, a ghost.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25.
I'm only drinking a ghost if it's before I'm working out.
Has the lead right now.
Otherwise, I'll be sitting there shaking and itching my face like a crackhead.
Is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Cal.
Pocket breaking down. Caught over the middle. It's Potts.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking downfield on first down.
Yep.
He's got an open man. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
They're going to get dropped
Dialed
off.
in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Tamatova.
Filling out the new team, seeing, you know.
Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on
It's all
top.
over.
One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
There's a whole lot of white on my defensive front seven, and I like it. If I could change guys' appearance, my whole team would be white.
He leaves it with his back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
No.
The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks now
I
back
tried,
to work.
trust me.
Give to the running back. Brought down after keeping those
No fucking doubt.
moving, getting
Jordans.
all he could, he'll be a few inches short. Operating in the red zone here on second down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Nittany Lions really
Sounds
need to
like
keep
a
this
Ohio
drive
State
alive on
player.
third down. Finds his target down the middle, and he's ruled down knocking on the door. First and goal. Looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field.
Checks out.
What they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys.
Oh, the Florida running back's name is Gooch.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. There's a better play there by the defense.
Trying play action. With the catch, it's Cobb. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. To the ground with the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Nittany Lions
None of them are like that.
on offense now. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, I had a better receiver the last couple of years. Yeah, Barry, little white boy.
Back to pass on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well,
this defense has a lot of speed,
I'm taking Barry Fullerton every day of the week.
That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Snagged in the middle. It's Golden. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Punts it out of the air. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw again. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. The sure hands, it's Potts. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
My entire class is redshirted, pretty much.
I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Can the D deny them on second
Yeah,
goal?
I only have like one. I have like one that's playing time.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Not good.
Leaves it with the running back.
Yep. They have nothing of pass rush. It's all run stopping.
The Gators will hustle to the line. Now the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheel.
And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Got rid of it just in time. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on it.
Damn, that is
make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Gators will punt this one away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They go to the ground. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Throws to the tight end.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that
transfers
offense here in the final minute of the first half. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. There he goes. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Splits the uprights, it's good. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
That pitcher gets me every time.
The second half. On the run from inside his own 5.
That's what Derek said, they've been on his ass.
Started on the next drive.
Oh, Earl.
Shoot, quick toss to the right. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuity. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now on first down from the 30. To the air on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Penn State! And the pummeling has started.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right?
Yeah, Earl went all in to try and get picked for the jury. Just to get his ass sent home.
Wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fucking shaved, haircut, dressed decent. Didn't even come close, like I told him.
No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. To give to the lone running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Gators will punt it away on 4th down.
Oh, my God.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Going right to work up top. He's got it.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Bringing the heat. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Golden. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
That's what I did. The wind's blowing a different direction every day. It's a different tee box every day. The conditions are completely different every day, so you can't get used to anything.
To do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, it's an unfortunate drop by the tight end there, and he's a guy they just have not been able to get him involved in this football game. We're here in the second half, and this guy still doesn't have a catch.
Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to sneak it. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And the Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Quick completion on the out route. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On target over the middle. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. He now has 80 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game.
Yeah.
Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that.
I just want you to visualize those back shots.
Especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country.
Well,
There'll be a new team atop the rankings.
Guess we'll just goon after my game.
Catch in the middle. It's Kamara. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Banks. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Pretty sure March
They
sometime.
say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it.
Not sure.
Tight end's the guy
I don't know the exact
closest
date
to
off
the
the top of my
quarterback,
head,
which means
but
generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Handoff to the lone back. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Bounced off his feet.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Unloads to the wideout. And a missed connection on 3rd down. The Gators send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today.
all the underage kids are getting alcohol. Nikolai on sale.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but 4 tacklers. He's down to the 24.
Nikolai and Four Loko special. Buy one handle of Nikolai, get a Four Loko free.
Last time for the touchdown, that passing attack was
stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find
those kids don't know what they're getting into.
Last drive, he had way too much time to throw.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give to the tailback. Shakes over.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute.
5
you
pounds.
Be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. Might as well give it to him again.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds pretty lit.
Offense, they move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10.
That sounds pretty lit.
Immediately by the big defensive
Besides the
line.
diabetes you're gonna have
Didn't get
after.
much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top.
It's it's part of the game.
Slings it deep to the left. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Gonna run it. It's Vaughn. He gets it down to the 28-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks, and now we'll see what they do on 4th.
They called the duty.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Nittany Lions started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker
Florida
way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And the Gators line up to punt it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and